Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital spoilers. Sidwell kidnaps Sasha, uses Holly's daughter for revenge and diamond leverage. General Hospital, GH, spoilers reveal that Holly Sutton's, Emma Sam's, connection to Sasha Gilmore Corbin, Sophia Matson, could put her in grave danger. Once Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rhoda, shows up looking for revenge, Sasha could become a target. Holly stole Sidwell's diamonds, but she may regret it if Sidwell goes after her daughter to get them back. Sidwell may get updates on Holly's link to Sasha and use it to his advantage. Perhaps Sidwell will kidnap Sasha and hold her hostage somewhere as part of his plot. Sidwell could get a good dose of revenge for Holly's betrayals and use Sasha as diamond leverage as well. If Holly ever wants to see Sasha alive again, Sidwell may push her to trade the diamonds for her daughter and honor any other demands he comes up with. Sidwell might want a boatload of money for his trouble too. Regardless, Holly's mother-daughter connection could backfire on Sasha big time and leave them both in panic mode. Maybe Robert Scorpio, Tristan Rogers, will step up to help Holly stop Sidwell and ultimately get Sasha back. That'd be a good way to create a nice bond between Robert and Sasha, once it's presumably confirmed that he's her father. Robert might play the hero for Sasha and make sure she survives Sidwell's reign of terror in the end. Holly might also put her life on the line for Sasha and prove just how much she cares about her. Although Holly hasn't done a great job of showing that so far, this could be her chance to prove her love and devotion. No matter how things play out, trouble seems to follow Holly wherever she goes. The story's already been set up for Sidwell to go after Holly because of the stolen diamonds, so Sasha could get stuck in the mess. Based on our GH predictions, Sasha has some dangerous moments ahead of her, so stay tuned for all the terrifying news to come. Port Charles is no stranger to intrigue, but this time, the stakes are higher than ever. Sasha Gilmore finds herself entangled in a dangerous web spun by none other than Victor Sidwell, a man with more connections and grudges than anyone could have anticipated. His new vendetta takes aim not only at Sasha, but also at an unsuspecting figure from Holly Sutton's past, her estranged daughter Paloma. As Victor's twisted scheme unfolds, the citizens of Port Charles are thrown into chaos, with dark secrets, hidden diamonds, and a desire for vengeance tying them all together. Sasha's downward spiral. Sasha has been struggling to regain control of her life after the heart-wrenching loss of her son and the dissolution of her marriage to Brando. Though she has made significant strides in rebuilding her life, her recent legal troubles and a nasty drug relapse have left her vulnerable. Unbeknownst to Sasha, her vulnerability has made her the perfect pawn in a much larger, more dangerous game orchestrated by Victor Sidwell. Victor, a shadowy figure with ties to international crime syndicates, had been keeping a close eye on Sasha ever since she unwittingly crossed paths with one of his operations. She had unknowingly helped the authorities get too close to Sidwell's diamond smuggling ring, which she worked as a face for Deception Cosmetics. Now Sidwell wants revenge and leverage. He sees Sasha's fragile state as the ideal opportunity to strike. Holly's hidden past. While Victor's vendetta against Sasha begins to take shape, Holly Sutton's long-kept secret is about to explode into the open. Years ago, Holly had a daughter, Paloma, who was raised in secret to protect her from Holly's own dangerous enemies. For years, Holly has lived in the shadows of this secret, even keeping it from those closest to her, including Robert Scorpio and Ethan Lovett. But Sidwell knows. His reach extends far, and his thirst for power and revenge is unquenchable. In a shocking twist, Sidwell kidnaps Paloma, using her as a pawn to force Holly's hand. It turns out that Holly holds the key to something Sidwell has been after for years. an ancient stash of diamonds worth millions, hidden away decades ago during one of Holly's international escapades. These diamonds, stolen from one of Sidwell's allies long ago, could be his ticket to absolute power. Holly has kept them hidden all these years to keep them out of the wrong hands, but now Sidwell knows that she's the only person who can retrieve them. Sidwell's sinister plan. Sidwell isn't a man who acts without a carefully orchestrated plan. His scheme to take down Sasha and force Holly into compliance hinges on a series of calculated moves. First, he arranges for Sasha's recent drug relapse to appear as though she's spiraling completely out of control. By bribing some shady doctors and manipulating her drug supply, Sidwell ensures that Sasha's condition worsens until she becomes an easy target for his next step, kidnapping. After staging a public meltdown for Sasha that ensures no one will be looking for her right away, Sidwell's men whisk her away to a remote location. There he lays out his cruel terms to Holly. If she ever wants to see her daughter alive again, she must retrieve the diamonds and bring them to him, no questions asked. And as collateral, Sasha's life now hangs in the balance as well. Paloma's introduction to Port Charles. The introduction of Paloma Sutton into Port Charles throws a wrench into everyone's plans. The young woman, who has grown up largely isolated from her mother's past, is thrust into a dangerous world she never asked to be part of. As she's held hostage by Sidwell, Paloma begins to learn more about her mother's shadowy history, secrets Holly had hoped to keep buried forever. Paloma proves to be more than just a bargaining chip, however. As she navigates her captivity, she begins to uncover crucial pieces of Sidwell's operation that could turn the tide in their favor. With a cunning mind inherited from her mother and a determination not to be a victim, Paloma starts plotting her own escape, all while trying to find a way to warn her mother and the authorities about Sidwell's true plan. Robert and Ethan enter the fray. It doesn't take long for Holly to realize that she can't retrieve the diamonds or rescue her daughter alone. Desperate and panicked, she turns to Robert Scorpio and Ethan Lovett, the only people she can trust with her darkest secrets. Together, they begin piecing together Sidwell's plot and tracking down his operation. Robert, ever the savvy investigator, uncovers a crucial link between Sidwell and the diamond smuggling ring he's been trying to break for years. Meanwhile, Ethan uses his con man skills to get closer to Sidwell's inner circle, posing as someone interested in getting in on the diamond trade. But as they close in on Sidwell, time is running out, both for Sasha and Paloma. Sasha's last chance. As the days pass, Sasha's mental and physical state deteriorates in Sidwell's clutches. He uses her as a bargaining chip, threatening her life every time Holly makes a move he doesn't like. But Sasha, despite her fragile condition, isn't ready to give up. In moments of clarity, she begins to remember details about Sidwell's operation that could help her rescue come faster. Desperate to survive and prove she's more than a victim, Sasha starts working on her own escape plan. With each passing hour, she grows more determined to beat Sidwell at his own game, if she can only hang on long enough for Holly and her allies to save her. A final showdown. The race against time culminates in a high-stakes showdown between Holly, Robert, Ethan, and Sidwell. As Holly prepares to turn over the diamonds, Robert and Ethan execute a daring plan to rescue Sasha and Paloma before Sidwell can flee with his prize. But Sidwell isn't one to go down without a fight, and he has one final card up his sleeve that could change everything. In a heart-pounding conclusion, lives are on the line, and the fate of Sasha and Paloma hangs in the balance. Will Holly's past finally come back to destroy her? Or will she and her allies outsmart Sidwell before it's too late? The fallout. Regardless of the outcome, the fallout from Sidwell's revenge plot will be felt across Port Charles. Friendships will be tested, alliances will shift, And for Sasha, this ordeal could either break her or serve as the catalyst for her ultimate redemption. Holly will have to come to terms with her secret daughter's existence being known, while Robert and Ethan will face new challenges as they try to keep Port Charles safe from its ever-growing list of dangerous enemies.